We are really excited about what the STEM Best Grant has provided for not only Charles City, but New Hampton, Red Rockford, Marble Rock, and Osage. The STEM Best Grant actually got started in early November when 3 teachers from Charles City were allowed the opportunity to go down and spend a week-long immersion training with the Iowa Big people in Cedar Rapids. So by giving us that opportunity, we were able to literally spend from the very beginning of the morning when the kids were coming in, when the staff was coming in, until early evening when the kids were leaving or some of the staff was leaving. So we got a true understanding of what Iowa Big is all about. And that was our initial proposal in the STEM Best Grant. So we spent a week-long time down with our Cedar Rapids partners at Iowa Big, and the Charles City people and the New Hampton individual that went down came back with a ton of excitement and enthusiasm as to how we could bring Iowa Big back to our area. And with that, we wanted to make sure we were including all of our partners with that. So that's where we began, and again, that excitement is just continuing. Where we went with that then when we came back is we wanted to start looking at our community partnerships, because out of the 3 main parts of Iowa Big, it starts with student passion, has the community component, and it's interdisciplinary. So we knew that the community component was essential. It had to happen, or Iowa Big in our area wasn't going to work. So we started setting up some community meetings with our partners, with our prospective partners, and we did that through individual conversations with them and also through some group meetings. And what we got from that was the community partners were behind us. They see the need for this. They see the excitement and the numerous opportunities that it provides for students, but also for our communities as well. So we included, again, New Hampton, Osage, Charles City in those conversations. And along with that, we also opened it up to a parent meeting in the evening and had great attendance there as well. So we feel like we've got this great support in one of the key components of Iowa Big, and that's that community partnerships. Those are continuing. That's a huge part of what we're doing. In fact, we had a meeting yesterday with another prospective community partner. There were 5 people in attendance with just this one organization that is facilitated in all 3 communities, in Osage, New Hampton, and Charles City. They had 5 representatives there, and they're very excited about working together with us. So, you know, it started in November after we got the grant, decided exactly what we were going to do and how we were going to spread the word, and it's continuing every single day. Currently, we have numerous students that we gave, again, the opportunity to jump on, so we came back with this and shared with them what Iowa Big looks like, and we wanted to get started with it. So we're using what's called Barbecue Program from Iowa Big. We're in partners with them. It's a way that the kids communicate. The standards are listed there. And so we have several students that wanted to get involved. From my perspective, I'm working with 3 students that have 2 initiatives that they're working on. And when they come in, they're excited. And we're beginning to attach them to standards. But again, we're starting to dabble a little bit. So we're not completely comfortable with all of that. But that's okay. And then 3rd trimester, we're actually looking to put it in the curriculum where we'll offer it and open it up to more students. And our group continues to meet on a weekly basis as to how we're going to pull all of that together. But, you know, we started with all this enthusiasm in November, and we haven't lost any of it. We see the benefit of it. It's a great opportunity for not only our kids, but our community. And I know it's just going to go great places.
Ongoing efforts with our Iowa STEM Best Grant continue to be just making as many connections as possible as we can in our 4 communities that are involved in this grant. We've set up numerous meetings individually with community members in Charles City. We'll continue to do that in New Hampton, Osage, and the Rockford area. Just trying to make connections with people to let them understand the kind of work that we're doing. Our model is not in place. We don't have a proposal put together in stone at this particular point. We have several other visits, some upcoming meetings. Monday, January 25th, we'll be taking a group down to Iowa, a group of administrators down to Iowa Big. A group of teachers on February 4th will go down there. We're lining up visits with the Waukee Apex program and possibly down to the Northfield CAPS program in Kansas. So just trying to get people informed that there's some changes coming, there's some new opportunities to connect businesses and education as much as we can. We had a great meeting here in Charles City last week with about 30 business partners and different people from the communities of Floyd County to talk about building the future workforce. And within that meeting, there was a lot of discussion about the educational efforts on the public school side of things, and then also the community college efforts that are ongoing. So building that partnership is kind of what the community is looking forward to, is seeing what we can come together with our community colleges and our 4 STEM Best grant and possibly other surrounding communities to put a proposal in place of how we can help connect their businesses in education and really make the effort to provide jobs, provide a connection to the community like we haven't seen before in those partnerships. So it's really exciting. The Iowa Big model is one that we've researched in-depthly with immersion training, with some of the different things, bringing up their Director of Strategic Partnerships to visit Charles City and make those connections, and took trips to Osage and New Hampton as well. So what we're really in a position right now is we're actually starting to look at across district lines is breaking down the schedule, breaking down staffing, a facility possibilities that are out there in our communities, and really see where we can go for some concrete planning for next year. We feel like we've got a lot more research to do, but we feel like we're also in that part where we can start putting some plans together of what this might look like. So it's an exciting time.
We are excited about the progress so far with our Iowa Big, or North Iowa Big program that we have here in Charles City as part of our STEM Best grant with Rockford, Osage, New Hampton, and Charles City. As Donna and Josh have already explained, we've got a lot that's already been implemented, and I'm excited that we have 60 students in composition and another 6 in a science course currently involved in some aspect of our program already with STEM Best, but certainly by 3rd trimester officially we are kicking off, and that's exciting that we are able to do that already in this school year here in Charles City and in Osage and New Hampton, making progress toward how they can do that in the 2nd semester. Rockford interested as well, but certainly by the fall it'll be up and running in all 4 of our school systems. So the Iowa Big part of our STEM Best grant we feel really good about. The next step is to implement the CAPS, or the best part of it, the businesses engaging students and teachers. So as part of our grant application, we said that we would visit Waukee, Apex, and the Northland CAPS program down in suburban Kansas City. We are now realizing just the extent of how big and ambitious our program was to get this up and running here in North Iowa. So we're going to focus on Waukee to begin with, get some business partners down there, get some administrators and teachers to see how we can replicate that CAPS, or that best part of the grant, up here in one of our businesses, whether it's a Zoetis or a Cambrix, Mitas here in Charles City, Valent in Osage, Zips or Trimark over in New Hampton. We want to get that started by the fall in one of those locations. So that's the second big thing that we're working on. And then finally, Linda Fandel from the governor's office called and invited me to come down in April and be part of a panel for the governor's STEM Summit. They're anticipating about 1,000 people who will attend this big event, a combination of community members, students, teachers. They want Iowans from across the state to be there. So I'll be on a panel talking about how our STEM Best program is working here in a rural setting in North Iowa, as opposed to the models that already exist in suburban and urban locations. So again, great things happening here in Charles City. Rockford, Osage, and New Hampton is part of this STEM Best grant.
Thank you for all of your efforts with STEM Best around the state, and for allowing us to be part of this exciting work.
Thank you.
On behalf of Charles City, New Hampton, Osage, and Rockford, I want to thank the North Central STEM Advisory Council, and then also the Governor's STEM Advisory Council for awarding this grant here to our 4 school districts in North Iowa. We think this is just a really unique and game-changing program, and we look forward to having additional school partners come on board with us as well. So thank you.